I'm delighted to be with all of you here at Elmhurst College today. Rachel, Afia, Joshua, and Gina. We are in the Hammersmith Memorial Chapel, right, in the Interfaith Prayer Chapel room. Let's start with the fact that Elmhurst is a college of the United Church of Christ. So why don't I start with Afia? You're a Muslim student, right? How would you answer that question in terms of Elmhurst asking those deeper questions of you?
Elmhurst has really promoted the dialogue. Just recently we had a forum on the meaning of life where students came together and we just talked about it. And we gave our own perspectives and we really learned from each other, along with our chaplains guiding us towards the deeper questions to really challenge us to ask ourselves that, because a lot of the time we're scared to.
Joshua, let's hear from your perspective a little bit, how you bring that to the Elmhurst experience.
Well, I would consider myself a non-denominational Christian. My family has gone to the same church for the entirety of my life and actually moved to the Chicago area so that they could be part of a church that was starting to gain momentum.
So Rachel, tell us a little bit about your faith tradition.
Well, I grew up in the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, the ELCA, a liberal Lutheran body, and my mom is a pastor in that tradition. But through the college faith search that I think everyone goes on in some way or another, I've really come to love Judaism, and so I'm exploring that path and studying that as much as I can right now, and we'll see where that goes.
And Gina, you help with the Catholic community here on campus, right?
I do.
How do you feel about being a Catholic at Elmhurst, and how you're encouraged to ask these deeper questions from your faith tradition?
Well, I think just going off of what Rachel said, you're able to, now that you're in college, be an adult, explore your own opportunities, and I think your faith life becomes what you make of it. You know, you can turn it into something that is worthless, or really turn what you believe in into a lot of value.
Which leads me to my next question. I know that there is a required course in religion and theology that all students are required to take here, and I'd love to hear how you guys feel about that. What kind of impact do you think that has on the general student body? So let's start with Joshua on this question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Living in a community where you're educated and not ignorant to just the vast differences in religion and background and where people come from, it's really something that is beneficial and should be required, I think, because it broadens people's minds. Even if it's not for their own exploration, it's so that they can understand where other people are coming from.
I think it's really beneficial because they'll be able to see the similarities between faith perspectives, and that's the way we can build bridges and build on our common values. Mm-hmm. Because when I took Christian ethics for my requirement, and I was able to see that there are so much more similarities that we can build upon, and that we're able to have conversations about how to love thy neighbor.
When you're able to look and see the different perspectives that even in your own denomination, there's just so many different areas to explore. It allows you to not question your faith, but have questions about your faith. And I think that is so important to do, to constantly challenge yourself. Ask yourself, is this where I want to be?